Guys, deluded, I'm back again. Now, obviously, optimism at Arsenal is at all-time high. I mean, it might get shot down out the window if we play poor and things like that. But it is at an all-time high. We're seeing Unai Emery. Again, we can't draw too many conclusions just on what the club released of pre-season training, but we're seeing pre-season training. We're seeing incomings both in the backroom and playing staff. We're seeing departures. We're seeing progress. I don't want to use the word progress. I mean progress in the sense of progress in approach. We're changing our approach. We're actually not being lax, and it's like we've got the bit between our teeth, regardless of what we think of some of the personnel into the club, just on the basis of we're trying to fix things up. So yeah. And again, I don't necessarily. I want it to be smooth running. We start playing mad and stuff, but I also have to consider a cynical approach in the sense that one, in pre-season, these players don't train for a month, 2 weeks, and then you're fully fit again. It takes a while to regain that match fitness. A lot of these players have been ingrained in it. They're intelligent players, and by the same logic, intelligent players should be able to play multiple ways and pick it up very quickly. But a lot of these players need to unlearn bad habits, need to relearn new ones, need to be inspired to inspire themselves, need to learn a way of playing, need to be coached need to firstly be uncoached and then coached again, cleansed sort of thing. Especially the centre halves, they need to learn how to defend again, or rework what these players actually thought they knew about defending, in the sense that, again, these centre halves know more about defending than I'll ever do because of the coaching they've had. But what I do know is that we can't keep pulling shirts. And I do know there was a former coach who used to that we used to hold tennis balls. You're forgetting I used to be part of a back four. I used to be a right back. We'd hold tennis balls. We'd be a back four. Our coach Darren would overload the team with attackers. One winger on that side, he'll either cross it or dribble. Same on that side, there'll be a striker and there'll be midfielders. We're purposely outnumbered. So we have to learn, shuffle across together, push up together, go back together, cover him if he jumps in, engage the tackle and ask someone to cover you. All of these sort of things need to be ingrained within Arsenal. So they need to be coached to learn how to defend first. These sort of things. Unai Emery and his other coaches, no doubt they'll bring that in. So what I've just basically said, the awareness, the setting, that also classes as positioning, both offensively and defensively, that needs to be there. Attacking set pieces, we've actually been alright at that last season, surprisingly. I'd actually like to see us improve that, to be fair. Improve that, and then just on a general basis improve our crossing. But set pieces, defending set pieces is a big issue. We've been here many times. Defending set pieces and defending on the edge of our area are two massive issues. And if nothing more from the season that we get out of pre-season, I just want to be able to see a competent back four. Just if we lose games, we lose games ultimately, innit? We don't want to, but it is what it is. I just want to stop conceding the individual errors. Now, I'm not saying no individual errors are unacceptable. They're human. They will happen. But Monreal, for as good as he was, there's a couple incidences where he did it. Mertesacker, Bellerin, Mustafi, goes without saying. Koscielny, it goes without saying. Czech, it goes without saying. Ospina, it goes without saying. It doesn't matter if these are young and naive players or experienced players. There's a problem with concentrating clearly at this club. So that needs to be rectified. If nothing more, I just want to see a team go into my team on a Saturday, midweek, Saturday, Sunday, whatever game, knowing we can defend, knowing that 9 times out of 10, we're going to defend properly. We're not going to give teams cheap goals, because for years, sadly, as much as I love Wenger, I've said it, we disrespected defending. We did not put as much emphasis or love defending or respect the dark arts of football as much as we did with the pretty interlinking play. We didn't. That's why we've regressed as a club, ultimately. We've been under this glaze of pretty football, top four, all of this comfy stuff. Complacency kicked in, and we are where we are. 18 months without Champions League, and we can't rule out a third year without it, as much as I hope that's not the case. So if nothing more, I want to see competency from everybody, because it doesn't matter if it's Chambers, Mavropanos, Socrates, Mustafi if he's still here, Holding. We need to see something. Koscielny when, if fit, because yeah, man, if I'm the back four as well, the reason you need to have an extra bit between your teeth, Socrates has come into the club, so he's probably going to be first choice, at least on paper. Mustafi's probably the most, let's be real, out of all Chambers, Holding and them Mandays, the most experienced. So it'll probably be them in a back four, or three, or whatever he wants to do. When you consider that Mustafi, Socrates and Len are German speakers, you could see where it's going with that, to be fair. But by the same logic, all them defenders should want to show what they're on. Chambers has been given a new deal and a show of faith by Unai Emery, who's taken a shine to him. Bit between your teeth, proving right. You had a good season next year. Kick on now. Holding, You've been robbed of football really for the last 2 years, and there's a chance you go on loan. Show that you're on levels. Mavropanos, you've showed that you're good against United, but you also got you got sent off on a silly thing, and he's lacking in experience at the top level. Show what you're on. Mustafi, Trump, all of these centre halves for experience. Part of me thinks there's a player there with Unai Emery's coaching. I want to see what he's up. Part of me thinks, okay, let's just cut our losses with you. So it's a 50-50. You're linked with Juventus again. Return to Italy would be hard for anyone to turn down. But we don't know if you're starting. Like I said, on paper, if I'm looking at the centre-halves, he probably does start. But nobody's a standout candidate at centre-half. So all of you lot should have the bit between your teeth. And even that goalie, Leno's brought in, he's clearly going to be first choice, but he's number 19. Czech is still number 1, so you can't rule out anything. Ospina is still here on paper. João Virginia is with Portugal's youth side preparing for the under-19s championship, I believe. Matt Macy's still in and around. Martinez on paper is still in and around. So there's a lot of keepers on the books already, and the under-23 keepers. So, yeah, every member of that back five should have the bit between their teeth and want to stake a claim for themselves. And if nothing more, I want to see us just improve defensively, because I believe we conceded, 51 or so goals last year. Just look at them. Just look at them. Just look at them. Silly mistakes. The one that's in my head right now is Mustafi in the cup final. A cup final. Sergio Aguero made a career of counter-attacking goals and a strong dribbler. You're getting level with him. You're getting tight unnecessarily in a high line. And what makes it worse, as he's dribbling past you, you're putting your hands up, calling for offside. This ain't a dig at him to reopen old wounds, but I'm just saying this is the sort of naivety that cannot get you in the top 5, top 6. I mean, top 4. Pardon me. So I'm so rattled and used to top 6 now that I'm not even saying top 4 full time now. But you get what I mean by this vid, people, and I've really got nothing more to say. At best, all I want to see is a compact, reliable, consistent, and a competent back 4 or 5, including the keeper next year, at the bare minimum. Guys, deluded. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest. Thank you very much for watching. I'm out.